Good morning, Health Parties, Conference attendees, and judges. Thank you so much for being here today at this event organized by the Xavier University of Louisiana. I am Jane Guevara, a medical student from Quito, Ecuador, and today I am going to talk about a systematic review, male engagement in adolescent sexual and reproductive health rights and education in the Americas. As we can see in this slide, this is the full poster presentation, but we're talk about it step by step of each of its content. To begin with the purpose, further knowledge of male engagement about sexual and reproductive health, SRH, rights, and education in the Americas. We hope to inspire other project implementers across the Americas to consider and incorporate this unique perspective on gender equity and sexual and reproductive health. This is linked to our hypothesis. Thorough in nature, this systematic review uniquely includes a focus on education-based male engagement, a special consideration of gender equity, and systematic searches by fluent speakers in the three most populous languages in the Americas: English, Spanish, and Portuguese. The first of its kind in the Americas, this current and inclusive review of male engagement in SRH will drive community-based and larger-scale interventions. It's important to see the background. Progress towards sexual and reproductive health goals for adolescents across the Americas has stagnated. For example, of all the regions worldwide, Latin America and the Caribbean, LAC, has experienced the slowest decline in adolescent fertility rates. Reports published by the United Nations and multiple non-governmental organizations demonstrate a growing consensus for a masculinities framework that engages men and boys in public health and social change. Male engagement acts as a complement and not a replacement of current SRH and empowerment work with women. Emerging evidence indicates that coronavirus disease has frustrated and even worse SRH outcomes, especially related to gender-based violence. New evidence-based interventions are even more urgent. As we can see here, it is the PRISM, and it's talking about the methods used in the investigation. PubMed, EBSCO, SCOPUS, and Google Scholar databases were digitally searched during the beginning of January 2021. Publications were excluded if their focus did not align directly with sexual reproductive health. Their location was outside the scope of study. Its content derived from information collected before 2010, or if its study population age of focus was not between 15 to 25 years of age. The PRISMA also talks about the results of the investigation. After abstract screening and full text review, the original 10,721 articles identified were narrowed down to 30 final articles chosen for analysis. Geographic origins of this publication included all the American continent, Caribbean, Central, and South America, especially the United States, Cuba, Canada, Panama, Paraguay, and Chile. Across these publications, one of the most common themes included that SRH education initiatives often harm male adolescents due to the roles imposed by society. The pressure and the lack of education that this gender has related to curiosity and anticipation. The conclusion of the investigation. The literature emphasizes that society often defines masculinity as a hegemonic role grounded in aggressive, high-risk sexual behavior. Adolescent males internalize this and hold their peers to these expectations. These beliefs had detrimental SRH consequences that have yet to be fully understood among adolescent boys and males. The efficacy of future interventions will depend on further exploration of these topics, especially among minority populations. For future contact, or if you have any questions about this presentation, please feel free to contact me as a presenter, for which I attach my contact information. Likewise, I also want to thank the external collaboration provided by Keren Herrán and my university professor, the PhD Iván Palacios, who has been my mentor in the Global Health Program and who has funded the registration for this poster presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.